radio. K6MYC, Bozo Net, 2 meters.
Kilo 6, Victor Bravo Golf, 971.
Well, hi there, Dave.
Oh, good evening there, Mike.
(711) K6MI.
And good evening to you, John. Let me just change over here. I can listen on Bluetooth here. Just stand by a second. Okay, there we go. Boy, I got some power line noise tonight. I don't know what that's all about. Good evening, John. And if we didn't already tell you guys, I guess we did last week, but we'll do it again. Happy New Year, 2026.
Absolutely. Happy New Year, 2026. Club meeting next Friday, and everything is good.
All are good. All things are good, including Mandela in jail. I've got everything all fixed in all the radios in the shack and everything except for one. We still have a broken rotator cable going to the 2-meter antenna out at the barn, so I'm on the moon bounce array again tonight, but I am pointed south, so they won't have any readout on the screen for the stream, unfortunately. But I'm pointed at about 155 or so here. Anyway, looking south and taking check-ins for the 2-meter Bozo Net. Just got done with dinner. It's not raining outside at the moment, but that could change momentarily.
KK6 ZKE 704.
Good morning. Good morning. Good evening, Terry. Good signal. How are you doing?
Yeah, doing good. Got my budget all straightened out, so for the new year and get a good start on that.
Oh, okay. You have to generate a new budget for the year, huh?
Yeah, I got my main account got hacked, so no more checks, no more debit cards. I'm going totally with the Visa card.
Oh, really? Sorry to hear that you got hacked there. I've had the same debit card with Chase for quite some time. Chase seems to be very reliable. I'm not a fan of Chase, J.P. Morgan, but boy, they got a secure system. I've never had an issue, and when I do, they cover me immediately and make any payments that were fraudulent, and we're off and running. So I've had no problems with that. I'm looking at the spectrum display on 40 meters here, and boy, the band noise is terrible. Band noise is going up and down. I don't know what that's all about. Anyway, I've got the rotator fixed here, so tomorrow night I can rotate 6 meters again and point it in all the directions that I need to go. Not that it had made it much of a difference to the check-ins, but it allows me to check almost everybody in personally and not have to worry about relying on other people. I don't know whether when Frank plugged it back in, whether he plugged in the cable that does the streaming, but we'll get that fixed by tomorrow night anyway. Anyway, 704 is in, and VBG is in here. What's new with you, Dave?
Oh, not a whole lot. We're quiet weekend around home here. Got caught up on a lot of sleep. Deanna goes back to work tomorrow, so yeah, not much. How do you like that Venezuela thing, man? That sure didn't take very long, did it?
Well, it's what you're only seeing is the tip of the iceberg there. I can tell you. The Chavez Mandela, whatever his name is, the guy that they just arrested and took to New York, between those two guys, they have rigged 71 elections. They come up with a scheme to rig elections, and they actually are now credited with affecting and causing Trump to lose the 2020 election. That's one of the reasons he's being handled with kid gloves. I think he's going to sing, and that's going to sing about all the stuff that they did to screw up the 2020 election, along with a lot of other stuff. There's oil involved. There's $17 trillion of oil in Venezuela that's been either pumped out of the ground by them or sent to them by Iran for some unknown reason. We don't know exactly why, but 17 trillion amount of oil, dollars in oil in storage, and they were using it to trade to Cuba. They send oil to Cuba, and Cuba sends armed guards. In fact, I think he was guarded when he was picked up. He was guarded by Cubans as opposed to his own people. And Cuba trades doctors and medicine and medical facilities for oil. Now, Cuba is in deep trouble because the oil's been cut off. And Trump's going to go in and try to organize the country and see what happened. Chavez, when he was there, he expatriated and took away the facilities that Chevron, ExxonMobil, and others had put in there to pump oil and refine. And it was then owned by Venezuela. And, of course, they kicked everybody out. Chevron's maintained some presence there, but it's minimal, probably mostly for maintenance. Now, that all has to be regurgitated and restarted. So there's a lot of things, but Trump's going to try and make it right for the Venezuelan people and try to get the election, maybe a new election, or pick the lady that was elected and never was put into power. They may be okay with her. He's going to try to leave it up to the people, but for a few months he'll probably have his people there running the government. They'll also be going over all the books to see what's what and where it went and all that sort of stuff. So, but that has to kind of happen. Anyway, interesting stuff. It's knee deep in intrigue and many things going on there that haven't been talked about yet on the news. So we'll see. Anyway, K6VBG in the group, K6MYC. Anybody else for the Bozo Net here on Sunday night?
982's here.
982. Good evening, Daryl.
Good evening. We may have a new member out there. I don't know if he's listening. He recently got a 991A, and he wanted to join the Bozo Net. It's A6PD. His name is Tony. I don't know if he's out there listening or not.
Okay, is it Alpha 6 Papa Delta?
Not Alpha A. I'm not positive. I think it's A6 Papa Delta.
I don't think so.
Papa Delta.
I don't think so, but maybe he's in there. The station that ends in Papa Delta, are you on frequency with your new 991? This is Mike, kilowatt 6 Mike, Yankee Charlie, running about 800 watts or kilowatt at the moment, but I'm beaming to LA, so I may not hear you well, but let's see. Are you there? Over. Papa Delta, go ahead. Call him in, Daryl.
No, I know he could hear you. He's not there. I wasn't sure if he was going to be or not.
Okay, he does he have a 2-meter antenna? I can hear him vertical or horizontal, either one. I can switch.
Yeah, he's got vertical, but I would have heard him if he was there. So would Dave. He's up here with us.
Big strong signal up here, and so is Tom, WA16V. He had a good signal up here.
Anyway, he'll show up sooner or later.
Very good.
Okay, I'm hearing the LA guys coming in here, so they'll be turning up our way shortly for check-ins. Anyway, good evening to you, Daryl. Good signal, and thanks for dragging in a new member. Hopefully Rob will be here, and if he does show up, we can give him a new number, but I don't have the numbers.
Yep, I can do that. KM6SR with K6, KN6 UKN. T26 is here.
Okay, good evening, Rob, and Candy in the background, and good evening to you, Ken. 226, we've got you. Rob, over to you, and then around the loop here. And about that time, we'll probably start to get the LA boys pointing up this way. KM6SRR and the group, I don't know, did you get a lot done this weekend, or was it always too drizzly for you? K6MYC.
Yeah, got a few little things done, but not much here outside because it was pretty wet. If you talk to PQL tonight, can you ask him if he is open for me to give him a phone call? I got one of his amps and I have some questions. And that's it. Back to net, KM6SRR.
Did you get the 432 one?
Yep, QSL.
Very good.
Oh, that's good. It'll be drying up.
He's not making the 1KW ones anymore, but I found one used, so he's only doing like the 600 ones or 400 ones, something like that.
Okay. Do I hear you down there, John? KG6USS, K6MYC, Bozo 47, over.
And that is a year, 2026, KG6USS, Bozo 831. Looking for check-in. So Sunday night, Bozo Net, Bozo numbers for
I'm not sure if you're looking up this way or not, John. KG6USS, K6MYC, 47.
1091 out here.
I'm not copying anybody here, Larry. I'm going to go over on the south side and over to the Central Valley and over.
John, I'm going to write you in 8:31, but you're very light tonight, and we've got other people checking in here, so I am not copying very well. KG6USS, I heard you say you got 47. Anybody else copying John better than I am? Go ahead and give him a call. Who was 1091? Who was that?
KG6QMY.
Okay. Good evening, Marcus.
Mike, John, we got a copy on me. KG6USS, Bozo 831. Hello.
Hi, John, KG6USS, KM6SRR. Yeah, you came up a little bit. You were pretty low there. So check me in, 432. Thank you.
Gotcha, Rob. How you doing tonight? I can hear Mike on the vertical there. He said he can hear me, so I'll probably try it.
226 is checking in with you too, WA60IB.
Oh, who was that?
226, WA6 Oscar India Bravo.
Don't be so quick on the trigger there. What was it, 226?
QSL.
711 K6MI.
On the log here in Southern California.
620, Whiskey 6 Papa Echo.
Stand by, Mike.
We're covering you up. Yeah. WA6 Oscar India Bravo. And you got it. Thank you, WA60IB.
Go ahead, John. You were doubled. Go ahead, John.
Anybody out there else out there in San Joaquin want to check in up there in High Desert? I'm having weather just like you guys with the fog and everything. It's crazy over here.
K6MI 711, K6 Mike Italy. K6 Mexico, Italy, John.
November, up here in Lancaster, in high desert, a little bit. K6.
Go ahead, John.
K6 Mike India, Kilo 6 Mike India, 711. Go ahead, John.
Okay, 711, got you on the list here, bud. How you doing tonight?
Thank you very much, K6MI.
Hey, Rob, K32, KG6USS, K31, is this still copy?
Yeah, I hear you fine, John. Go ahead.
I'm not sure. I know you guys are trying to make it back to me. I don't know if it's not pointed at me or what. I'm not sure.
Well, you of course, I think, got Ken in there, 226, the WA6OIB, right?
Yeah, they did Ken, absolutely. And then 711 and 711 there, right?
Yeah, the other 711, that's John, K6MI, Kilo 6, Mike Italy.
Roger, roger, K6MI. And I still haven't heard Mike.
Oh, yeah, Mike, he called you when you were on your vertical there. I thought you heard him. You mean K6MYC?
Yeah, I heard him on my vertical there. I tried getting back to him, but I guess he didn't hear me.
There's no difference, vertical or horizontal on them.
He's copying you the same, John, either vertical or horizontal, KM6SR.
Yeah, K6MYC, KG6USS.
He's got so much multipath and flutter on him, I can't understand him. He's got a good signal, but it's just path distortion terrible tonight.
Okay, John, yeah, Mike got back to you, but he's not copying you very well with all the distortion there.
Tell him I got him on the list. I can hear him, but tell him I got him on the list in Southern California, right?
Okay, you got him checked in. Great. Is there anybody else down here like to talk to John down in the high desert? How about Bill, AA6S, or Mike, WA6 AAJ? I guess that's it, John. KG6USS, KM6SR.
Well, I don't know if anybody acknowledged my check-in, but I'm hearing everybody up here in Lancaster. K6 Kilo Mike November. What is it's Bozo number 35.
We got 35. Thank you. K6 KMN, K6 MYC. Got your 35.
Okay, Mike. Good signal. Boy, what this crazy weather is like. It did a lot of damage here, and I've been fixing doors that won't close and all kinds of crazy stuff. Anyway, I continue on. K6 KMN.
Okay, thanks much, and thanks for the check-in here. K6 KMN Lancaster, K6 MYC. Thank you. Okay, and we'll continue. I have you, Mike. Thanks for standing by. W6 Papa Echo 620. Go ahead.
Yeah, good evening, Mike and everyone. Good to hear everybody on here. Been a busy time last week. Didn't get much of a chance to get on the air, and yeah, I'm just still waiting for them to drop me the invoice for the new 1296, and of course the holidays were going on, so as soon as they get me that, then I'll shoot them out the PayPal thing, and they'll get that thing put together. So looking forward to that, so I can get back on 1296. So until then, it'll just be 2 meters and 432.
Yeah, well, you don't need an invoice. You need a quote from us.
No, I got the invoice for the antenna that I'm getting, and I'd already contacted them via email, so they're going to send me a PayPal invoice so I can send them the payment.
Yeah, okay. You can do it by phone, you know.
Yeah. Maybe I'll do that. So, yeah, that'll probably work. Yeah, because I'm ordering both a new antenna and a new driven element to replace the one that's got the problem on the old antenna. Then I'll eventually get both of them up.
Okay, very good. Yeah, no, just call them up. We still take your credit card number over the phone, and we've never had any issues with that, so you shouldn't have any problem. A lot of people won't take credit cards over the phone anymore. Boy, is that a pain, because they got to type it in and the invoice number and all the other crap. Usually make 6 mistakes before you get it paid. But anyway, yeah, no problem. Just give Robert a call on Monday, and he can give him a number, and you'll be off and running.
Okay. Yeah. No, I had a problem once giving a credit card number over the phone for some parts I needed for one of clients, and there were some charges made at a beauty salon and a liquor store the next day. So, needless to say, I called them back and complained about that, and they pretended not to know anything, but yeah, that was kind of weird.
Yeah, well, we had a guy working for us one time. He wasn't in the line to get the number, but we used to write the credit card numbers, not realizing how touchy it was. We used to write them on the invoice, on the shipping invoice, and he was out there one day and picked up a couple of invoices. But he doesn't. That was like 30 years ago, and we haven't had any problems since. So you should not have any problem. Go ahead.
Okay, well, I'm not getting an M2 antenna. I'm getting the loop Yagi, and I honestly can't right now remember the name of the company.
I know what you're talking about, but you're not calling us, and you're calling somebody else.
Right, yeah.
Well, that I can't help you with.
Nope, but anyway, I'll be glad to get it and get back on port 32, and my next purchase will be that kit to use the satellite to stabilize the frequency on the 9700 here. So I just want to make sure if I order the kit that they're selling that it's really all the parts I need. I think I probably need an external antenna though for the satellite.
Yeah, okay. I think you're talking about a company called Directive Systems.
Right, yeah. That's the name of it.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, because that's the antenna that I've had up, and that has been working really good for me for about 35 years. So so it held up pretty well.
Yep, can't complain. They should be able to help you out. I didn't know they were still in business.
It was another company that I originally bought this from, and I think they may have sold it or changed their name or something, because it was a long time ago. But it's been a really good antenna that I've been pretty happy with.
Okay, very good. All right, we'll get that sorted out and get on 1296, and we'll be anxious to hear you. Thank you very much. Good evening to you, Mike. W6 Papa Echo in the group K6MYC. Let's see if there's any other check-ins before we go around the horn here to Tascadero.
Hi, number here.
Anybody copy that station?
I think that was John, KG6 USS Mike, KM6SR.
I think it was, but I couldn't read them all enough to be sure. It's a different flutter fade all of a sudden. He's got a different sound now. The band is just all over the place here. All right, anybody else for the Bozo Net before we go toward the Tascadero? K6MYC.
Kilo 6 Uniform, Sierra 1079 and Bozo 1100, and even at times, Mike, you and Rob were fluttery down here, so the band is very unstable.
Okay, very good. Good evening, Aaron. Good signal. Even though you've got QRM on the backside there. When I rotate toward a Atascadero, that'll all go away. Hi, good evening. And anybody else before we go rotating? Sounds like it's time to go toward a Atascadero. I've got a cat on my shoulder, so I'm going to be a little bit awkward here. Somebody else could go over that way and start to give Ron a call there. W6QUI, K6MYC, trying to rotate.
W6QUI, Ron, you on tonight for the 2-meter Bozo Net? KM6SR with K6MYC, standing by.
Yeah, we're here, Rob. Good evening to you and to Mike, W6QUI, Bozo 1055. Yeah, the band's down a little bit tonight, and it's a bit noisier, too. Over.
Yep, it is a little bit, kind of watery, too, so good to have you in there. I'll turn it over to Mike. He should be here pointed at you now.
Copy over there, Mike?
I am now, but I had to take a cat. The cat did not want to get off me. So I have to stand up. This rotator controller is not within arm's reach. I have to stand up to make it work. It's a temporary setup here in the home QTH. Anyway, good evening, Ron. Good to hear you at 10:55. And thank you very much for being there tonight. I think Ken's here also, so Ken can say hello to you, and there may be some others as well. WA6OIB and the group K6MYC. Where'd you go, Ken? Well, Rob, Aaron, you want to call him?
Yeah, W6QUI, Kilo 6 Uniform, Sierra. And Ken's probably in with Marcus eating dinner.
Yeah, good evening, Aaron. Nice, good. You're the loudest over here right now. Copy the others, but you're rooming in. The weather's not affecting you at all. So, good signal. How much rain you guys got? We got heavy rain off and on today, but just under an inch, and then it cleared up the blue skies. So, easy weather, to say the least. Over.
Yeah, very good, Ron. Yeah, you're a solid S9 here, and I guess the advantage of being at a lower elevation here in the valley below all the turbulence and all the nonsense going on. But yeah, I'm not quite sure how much rain we got. Spent most of the afternoon indoors with the kids, but I did look out the window a couple times and looked at all the puddles in the backyard. So we'll catch you later. W6QUI from K6US.
Okay, very good, Aaron. Yeah, good signal from you guys. Eric just called me on the twisted pair. Wants me to check him in. So check in KN6EIV, which is 1044. Over.
Okay, we got 1044 KN6EIV checked in. Thank you, and wish Eric best wishes for the 2026 year here, if you would, Ron. Thank you, K6MYC.
Okay, very good, guys. Happy New Year, and let's see. I won't be here this Wednesday. We got our dinner meeting, so I'll look for you Tuesday on 1200 and next Sunday. Over.
Okay, look for you on Tuesday. Thanks very much. And again, Happy New Year to you. I think this is the first time we've talked since the first of the year. So welcome to the new year. Anybody else for Ron over there in Atascadero before we slide up to Santa Cruz? This is K6MYC. Okay, 7-3, Ron. and give our guests, again, give our best to Eric there. W6QUI, K6MYC, clear and sliding towards Santa Cruz.
Okay, 7-3.
Okay, here we are over toward Watsonville and Santa Cruz area. KW6S or AF6 United, K6MYC. AF6 United. AF6 United, AF6U. K6MYC. Okay, KW6S, Kilo Whiskey 6 Sugar, K6MYC, Bozo Net 2 meters.
K6MYC, KW6S. Good evening, Mike.
Yeah, good evening, Tom. Good strong signal here. And good to hear you. It's raining sort of intermittently here all weekend, so kind of a dismal, dreary weekend. Hopefully you had a little sunlight over there. We've got a few others that may want to say hello to you, so you might take a standby. KW6 Sugar, K6MYC.
Yeah, very good. Yeah, it's been raining, not too intermittently. It's been raining pretty steady, but not real hard here pretty much all weekend. So we should be soaking up some water. And I haven't heard any of your others on over there, so, but I'll take a listen. It's KW6S.
How you doing, Tom? KW6S, KM6SRR.
KM6SRR, KW6S. Boy, I don't think I've ever heard you this good.
Well, maybe I'm pointed the right way this time. Ha ha.
Yeah, this is good and boy, good and kind of surprised me there. Usually, I think because of maybe some dirt or something, it gets pretty close. But boy, not tonight. Is the new year kicking off in good shape for you?
Yeah, I guess doing okay. I picked up a 432 amp, so I've got smoke in all the bands now.
Oh, very good. Well, maybe we'll do a little better Thursday. I don't remember which bands we've had trouble working on before.
Yeah, I think it's just 1296, and of course 222, because I don't have much for an antenna system on that one.
Yeah, it looks like I brought it up real quick here, and it doesn't. We have worked on 222, but or at least I think we have, but no 1296 in the log.
Yeah, that's a hard one for me. My system isn't as good as it should be there. Okay, I'll turn you back over to Mike there, KM6SR.
Okay, very good. And Tom, we have not heard Lee in here tonight. I thought Lee might be here, but maybe he's... I don't think there's a football game tonight, is there?
Well, I don't know. I've not been a football fan pretty much ever, but except when I used to play in high school. But no, I haven't heard him. Although this is a good band for him, so if he's on, we'd probably be hearing him.
Yeah, I would think so for sure. Okay, well, we'll pass him on by then. Maybe he'll check in later. If either one of you, if he does show up, you can call me. I can usually hear you, even if I'm not pointed your way. I'm still on the moonbound station here, but we still don't have the rotator. It turns out there's a broken wire, apparently, because we looked up the leads to the rotator from the base of the tower, and there doesn't appear to be a motor winding there. It should look like 2 or 3 ohms through the motor, but we don't see it. So that's not a good sign. Looks like my rotator cable has been yanked or pulled or scraped or cut or something. So we'll have to crank the tower down and fix that. Not looking forward to that. Particularly, we don't want to do it when it's wet and dreary out like we've had here. So we have to wait for a few days for things to dry out a little bit. Anyway, good evening to you, Tom. And of course, we'll see you tomorrow on 222 and 6 meters, hopefully. I've got 6 meter rotator going again. That is the big tower that has the 20M5 and the 3 element 40 on it. That's a cycle buster. And then above that, the 9 element 6 meter. But I had a rotator that sort of worked, but it only rotated 90 degrees. So it did look in your direction, so it was helpful from that much standpoint. But now it goes full 360. We put a borrowed control box in there. Frank had one he wasn't using, so it's in here and working. So I'll be able to call the net and point at everybody like I should be. Anyway, anybody else for, I think the guys that were here, we had Ken, WA60IB, and a couple of others check in, but I think they're having dinner at Ken's place, so that may be why they took off here. Anybody else for Tom before we slide up to the Bay Area, K6MYC? Okay, looks like that's it, Tom. We'll see you tomorrow night on 222. Everything should be normal there. K6MYC. 7-3, Tom. Happy New Year.
Yeah, very good, yeah. You know, I did repair one of the M-squared rotators one time. The wire actually got the rubbing on the inside on the, I think it's idler gear, and it wore through the wire. And, well, it wore down far enough that it burned the wire open. But it may not be an open wire after all. Anyway, that was actually a pretty easy fix for me. I was in there doing some other stuff on that rotor. Anyway, talk to you tomorrow night on 222 and 6. K6MYC, KW6S.
Yeah, I don't think there's anything wrong with the rotor. I think this is just a cord. The power cable has been yanked or pulled or twisted or something. I don't think there's anything wrong with the rotator. It didn't have any real stress on it. It's all VHF antennas up there, so. And I don't think, that's a very odd failure that you experienced there. I can't say that I've ever heard the guys mention anything like that ever happening. The wires are all, most of the time above that area, it must have been a wire that was routed incorrectly off the limit switch or something, because for the most part there's no wires in there where there's moving parts except right there by the limit switch. All right, take care. See you tomorrow. KW6 Sugar, K6MYC going into the Bay Area. AB6SR without hardly having to rotate. Good evening to you, Stan. Happy New Year, of course. 807, go ahead.
Yeah, Happy New Year, Mike. AB6SR here. And I heard Rob about 5 and 5 and possibly 5 and 6 here when he was talking to Tom. Tom was a little bit weak, but there's a fair-sized mountain in the way. So, like you, we had a drippy day today. I think just over 2.5 inches of rain. So, I don't know, some of it in the evening, some of it last night, but really wet day here. Anyway, back to you. Happy New Year from the Bay Area.
Okay, very good, Tom. No, we're not getting much in the way of rain here. You got way more than we did. It was wet. It drizzled off and on, but, just enough to make the ground wet and be miserable to be outside in. But it wasn't doing much to the rain gauge. I've been watching now for 4 or 5 days, and the rain gauge is The first day after the first rain, it went up 1 inch. And since then, it's been struggling, and then we're just a hair under 2 inches. So not a whole lot of stuff coming down here. We have little squalls every now and then. They last for 5 or 10 minutes a couple of days ago, but they don't last long enough to add a lot of rain to the system. We were going to go down and look at the pond today, but it was just drizzling enough that it was miserable to be riding around in the ATV without a windshield. So we didn't do that. Maybe we'll get a break tomorrow. Good to hear you, and let's shoot it over to Rob, and I'm sure you guys can exchange. KM6SRR with AB6 Sugar Radio, K6MYC.
Yeah, Mike, I was listening over to the old-time radio net there. I don't think I'm peaked on Tony.
It's not Tony, it's Stan. AB6SR, he's in Los Gatos, so just a tad higher or more to the west from the boys in Santa Cruz.
Okay, have him make a transmission. I'll see if I can hear him.
Go ahead, Stan, make a transmission, and Rob's going to peak on you.
Back to you.
We doubled with you there, Stan. Make a transmission, and Rob will peak on you.
Hey, Rob, Happy New Year. Hope you can hear me. Had a wet day here in Los Gatos, so over to you, KM6SRR, AB6SR.
Yes, Dan, we had a little bit of a wet day here also, but not probably as much as you got there. I'm hearing you just barely, KM6SR.
Yeah, okay. Back to you, Mike. Anyway, wish him Happy New Year.
He's copying you.
Yeah, Jim, WB6JNN is also on channel, Mike.
I hear you, Jim. Good evening, WB6JNN. In the marginal mode, but copyable, K6MYC. Go ahead, Jim.
Yeah, well, it's coming up a little bit now. You were around the 3, now you're up around 6. WB6JNN in San Jose.
Well, Happy New Year, Jim. Good to hear you. Another year, another dollar, huh? Whatever. How you doing? And hopefully you're doing well over there. But much, much better signal. I haven't heard you this good on 2 meters for a long time, over.
Yeah, well, it's still down at about the 12-foot level, so that's part of the problem here. And the Japanese both think we want to door in the summer.
I missed the last comment. What did you say?
I said the cat and me are wanting to door into summer.
I can't get the context. I'm hearing the words, but it's not making any sense. Give me a lead-in on that or something.
Hey, Mike, Jim is saying he and the cat are looking forward to summer.
Oh, well, see, it was so far out of context. What is this thing, summer? I never heard of it. Okay, very good. Yeah, well, you're not the only one, buddy. We're all tired of this stuff. I'm a much better hot weather guy. I tend to just stay in the house and sit in the chair and sleep intermittently, and then I have a hard time staying asleep at night. Anyway, good to hear you, Jim. You took a little fade, and I was moving the antenna, but it had a little multipath on it, and it was a little garbled. It wasn't signal strength, it was signal distortion. 73s, and thanks much, and maybe we'll see you tomorrow night big time on 222, Jim. WB6JNN. Happy New Year, K6MYC.
Okay, very good, Mike. Yeah, well, the 220 antenna is at about 14 feet. 73 WB6JNN.
How high is this one? You're very loud on that transmission, over.
Well, it's just going up and down. That's the thing. You're only at 4, and that's you get up to an 7 or 8 sometimes. Let's see. This one is just above the rope. It's about maybe 12 feet, I'd say.
Well, if the 220 is at that height or so, we'll be all right here. We'll hear you. You have more power on 222 anyway. And that was Q5 with difficulty. Very good. All right. 7-3, Jim, thanks again for being there and making it on 2 meters for us here. WB6JNN, K6MYC, clear and QRZ for anybody else in the Bay Area.
Actually,
W6PQL.
And it's banned now.
Say it again, Jim. The other Jim covered you.
I said I have 100 watts in this band now.
Oh, 100 watts. Holy smoke. No wonder I'm hearing you. Very good. 100 watts and a 12-foot high antenna with a bad feed line. Okay. Good enough, Jim. Good to hear you. Thanks much. And good evening to you, Jim, W6PQL. Take one, and I'll bump a little bit toward you. I'm still on the moon bounce array, over.
Okay. Yeah, I can even hear Jim pretty well over here. I have no problem when I'm pointed more or less in his direction, but he's right now in the atomic null. But the electric power that he's running over there now helped a little bit. So anyway, good evening to you. And we had about 3.5 inches of rain here so far in January. That's since Friday. Last night we had, and today, we had about 2 inches. So we're a little bit ahead of you, I guess. But that's normal. You know, you're there and we're over here. K6MYC, W6PQL.
Oh, that's true. You're there and we're here. That's amazing physical separation there. Yeah, we're just struggling to get to 2 inches. Struggling to get to 2. We just, I watched it all day and I can't see any difference from the morning to the night or last night either. It's sitting there about a 1/10 of an inch under 2 inches, so not a lot of water coming down, but everything is kind of dampish and 100% humidity. So there you go. I moved the antenna a little bit toward you. Little multi-pathy, up and down, funny flutter, but mostly all okay. Let's see if Rob's copying you. Rob, you got any copy on Jim?
Yes, thanks, Mike. Yeah, Jim, W6PQL, I've got a little bit of copy, just barely pull you out. I imagine with your noise you're not hearing me, but this is your amp giving you all I got, 1,500 watts there.
Did you copy his W6PQL amp running 1,500 toward you, Jim?
No, you're down too, so the propagation just went away on us. I heard Rob's comment earlier this evening when he was talking to you about giving me a call, and let him know that's fine. I'm not going anywhere tonight, over.
Yeah, okay. You can call him. He's going to be home anytime this evening, Rob, so give him a call on the phone, over.
Okay, thank you, Mike. Thank you, Jim. I know you got a lot of noise over there, so I gave it a try. Back to you, Mike, KM6SRR.
Yeah, he picked up one of the 432 800 watters, Jim, and I don't know what questions he have. I have one here, but I can't see mine, so he probably wants to talk to the guy that built the damn thing. So that's the story. All right, you might take a standby with us for just a minute and see if there's anybody in there that I'm not copying well. Good evening for now, and we'll see you on 222 tomorrow. Happy New Year, of course. W6PQL in Fremont, K6MYC.
It's a kilowatt, Mike.
Yeah, that one's been around. I guess it was in Southern California, and then Mike down near where Bill is. He bought it, I think, and I think Rob got that one from him. 73.
Okay, is it the same amp that I have? Rob says his is a kilowatt one. Is mine a kilowatt?
Yeah, yours is a kilowatt, depending on what meter you put on it. That's the thing. All our meters read a little different, but it's a kilowatt version.
Okay, I just been telling everybody it's 800 watts, but we'll take it. It's the same one then, Rob.
Okay, good. Yeah, I just wanted to ask him a couple questions.
All righty. Very good, Jim. He'll call you after the net here and ask a couple of questions, and then we'll be off and running. Stick around, and we'll see if there's anybody else there. Yeah, I hear Mike most of the time, but sometimes he takes some deep fades. QRZ Bay Area Bozo Net, 2 meters. We're looking for, let's see, WB6WNI and KB6BA, K6KLY, KB6 Whiskey Foxtrot Charlie, and whoever else, K6MYC, Bozo Net Bay Area, please.
Alpha Juliet 6 Papa Delta, AJ6PD, first time visitor.
Yes, sir, AJ6 Papa Delta. Good evening. And I know you're up there in coarse gold, running vertical, but you're very loud here. And Rob is on frequency, and Rob's going to give you a Bozo number. AJ6 Papa Delta. Might give us your name. My name is Mike. I'm net control here, so I'll be trying to remember the call and the name. But welcome to the group here from Coarse Gold. Rob, listen, I don't know if you copied him on his vertical, but he's very loud here. AJ6 Papa Delta, Rob, and he needs a number.
Yes, I copied Tony fine. How you doing, Tony? We've got 1237 as your Bozo number there, over.
Copy to 1237. Thank you very much, AJ6PD, and I'll be clear on your final.
Yeah, okay. Great, Tony, and the 980, 991 sounds fine. I used to have one. Good sounding little radio. So welcome to the group. And tell me before you go what antennas for what bands you have. That radio only works on 6 and 2 and 432, but I wonder if you have antennas for those 6 and 432 bands.
Hi, Tony.
Is that Daryl? AJ6PD.
That was Dave.
It's K6VBG, right up here above you.
Okay, VPG. Thank you. First time tuning in. Sorry I didn't know when to chime in, so I'll try better next week. Thank you, AJ6PD.
No, you can come in any time because we hear you no matter where I'm pointed. You're too close, so close, Tony. What do you have for other bands? Any 6 or 432 band antennas up?
No, I don't.
Well, you're going to have to get set up with a 432 and a 2 and a 6 meter. Yeah.
Hey, don't scare him away, Dave. KM6SR.
What did you want from Dave, Rob?
No, I'm not going to scare him away.
That's a lot of stuff to get going all of a sudden, so we're happy to have you here on the 2 meter, Tony.
Happy to be here. I'm glad KG6CF Daryl turned me onto this, and I'm glad to try again next week.
Okay, well, we also have the 2 meter net on Wednesday night. We have 2 of these 2 meter nets per week. It's an unusual thing, but we have a lot of different people that sometimes some people can't make it on one night or the other. So we'll see you again on Wednesday night if you can jump in here and join up. And then on little by little, if you want, we can help you with something simple. I have a lot of junker antennas down here. We could probably fix you up with something to get you to hook on the end of the feed line for 432. I have a lot of junk down this way, so maybe you can jump in the car with Dave or somebody and come on down, and we can see if we can hook you up with something there, Tony. This is Mike, K6MYC, and that was Rob. I don't know if you've met Rob or not. Rob's call is Kilo Mike 6 Sugar Radio SRR, and Rob keeps control of all the numbers. I'm blind, so I can't do this this fancy stuff. I just call the net, have most everybody locked in to memory after a couple of times. Rob keeps track and makes the net and the check-ins all neat on a nice piece of paper and turns it into a local place down in L.A., I guess. And you may even send a copy of it to the ARRL occasionally. Anyway, that's the story. Rob, over to you, and one last transmission to Tony there, over.
Okay, thanks, Mike. I think I doubled with you. I was just going to tell Tony that we do the 2-meter net twice a week, which I think you probably told him also on Sunday night and Wednesday night. So that's the only band we do that. So anyway, good to have you here, Tony. KM6SR, back to net.
All right, thank you. And I heard you are going to down south in the Bay Area. When does Course Gold use? What do I listen for? Central Valley or just any time?
Well, anytime. We start at 7:30, but I'm just pointed down that way. But because you're so close, I check in. Most everybody, Dave and Daryl and anybody else in Course Gold checks in just about the same time we start the net. So any time is good from your location. There's no particular need to worry about a timing if you can get in that easy. And I'm not particular. I take you whenever you check in, Tony. Over.
All right, sounds good. Thank you so much. And your call was KN6?
My call is Kilowatt 6. Mike Yankee Charlie, K6MYC. Same call I've had since 1956. Over. Probably before you were born, huh?
Yeah, that's for sure. K6MYZ, I think I got it now. Thank you, Mike. Pleasure to meet you. And thanks for having me in the group.
That's Mike Yankee Charlie. Just think of it as many young chicks. Over.
Okay, MYC. I'm sorry. My stroke kind of affected my hearing a little bit.
Well, you're a little off frequency. That's the problem. And you're hearing me too low pitched. If you want to come down a little bit or raise my pitch, your pitch will come down. You're very high pitched to me, so you're not quite on the right frequency. I am frequency locked, so I'm absolutely on 144.240. I'm GPS locked here. So you can use and not pay attention to your readout. You may be off 25 or 30 or 40 hertz, but make me sound a little better, and then you'll sound better to me as well, Tony. Over.
WB6ISO. Okay, I think that might have got it there. AJ6PD testing.
Now you're not sounding like a little boy anymore. You're getting to be a man.
226 is here.
Okay, say hi to our new member, Ken. His call is AJ6 Papa Delta. He's in Course Gold, and it's Tony. Over.
Yeah, I know Tony. Yeah, he checks in all the time on the Fresno Club Net. Hi, Tony. Good to hear you out here. AJ6PD, WA60IB.
Oh, hey, Ken. Thanks for the welcome, AJ6PD.
Yeah, you're always welcome. You betcha. Okay, thank you, Mike.
Okay, so there you go, Tony. That's a routine.
Yes, sir.
Who else was it?
Whiskey Baker number 6, India, Sugar Ocean.
WB6ISO, I'm coming around your way, Dennis. We're just getting through with the Bay Area, but we got a new local member here that checked in. You're probably not hearing him. He is vertically polarized, so you won't hear him for a while until he gets up something horizontal there. Anyway, good evening, Dennis. Are you by yourself or you got others?
I do have others, but I'll wait for you to get up here. But anyway, pleasure to be tonight. We'll be waiting for you this way.
Okay. We'll be there shortly. Okay, anybody else now in the Bay Area? K6MYC Bozo Net.
Rex.
Who is that?
Whiskey 2, Whiskey Romeo X-ray.
Okay, I hear you, Carl. I was just trying to hear somebody else way down in the noise there. Is anybody else hearing that other station? Can anybody copy that station? I hear Kilowatt Mexico, but that's all I'm getting. Keep calling so we can pinpoint you. I got to move the antenna to find you. Over.
Signals up and down. Sometimes you're in half 9 and half 0. K9 Zulu, Papa Yankee.
K9ZPY. We got you now. Yeah, K9ZPY, and I forgot the number and the handle, but we'll get it sooner or later. Take one. Go ahead.
Yeah, okay. Very good, Mike. K9 Zulu Papa Yankee. Number 1161. 1161. And, yeah, the band conditions are very strange. You're F9 plus, and then you just dive down to nothing. So, I'm sure you can hear me when the conditions are right. Okay, 73s, and thank you. K9 Zulu Papa Yankee.
Refresh my memory. 1191. What was the handle? Roger, Tom. Fine. Sorry about that. I should remember, but I'm a little bit slow tonight, I guess. We got your 1191, and 100% copy, but it is going up and down. Lots of QSB tonight. I peeked on you several times, and but you held Q5 the whole time. 73, and thank you for calling in. Over to you, Carl. Sorry to keep you waiting, but I heard this other little voice underneath there. It's always time to get the weak ones because sometimes they don't last that long. W2WRX, aloha, K6MYC.
Aloha, how's everybody doing there? Anyway, I heard you guys down, so I thought maybe I turned the other amp on, so maybe you guys couldn't hear me. But other than that, you sounding good there, Mike. Over.
Yeah, no, you're fine. I copied you both ways if you've got the amp on now. I moved the antenna off of you a little bit. I'm still pointed toward the Bay Area, so you're not quite in the front of the moon bounce array, but close enough, of course. Good to hear you. Happy New Year. I think we did that the other day because you told me how to say that in Hawaiian, and I can't remember what it was. Tell me again a couple of times and see if I can get it this time. Over.
Roger, I'll go real slow. Haole maka hiki hao. Haole maka hiki hao.
Haole maka hiki mao. M-A-M-A-O. M-A-U.
Haole maka hiki hao.
Oh, how? Okay, got it. I'll never remember that one. I don't know why I can remember Mele Kaliki Limaka, though.
Roger, now you know Happy New Year. Haole makahiki hao. Haole makahiki hao.
Okay, Haole makahiki hao.
Roger, Roger. Hey, that's a good one. Sounding good there. Just like a local boy.
Oh, sure. Now we go off and talk story, huh?
Yeah. Put your aloha shirt on, a couple of Mai Tais on the side, and we'll have a party right on the radios.
Sounds good to me. Good to hear you, Carl. Good signal. And thanks for calling again, of course, as always. Let's see, Rob, are you copying Carl up there?
Of course. Aloha, Carl. KW2WRX, KM6SRR.
Roger, yeah. I was trying to call you on the other frequency, 145-290 or something like that on the repeater, but I couldn't. It probably wasn't on there. Is that the right frequency there, Rob?
I think the Madeira Amateur Radio Net is 146-745, I think.
Oh, 146-745. Yeah, I was looking at the other one. I thought maybe that was the right one. Anyhow, I'll give it a try next time tomorrow maybe, okay?
All right, that sounds good. Aloha, Carl, and I'll have a Mai Tai on you.
Roger on that. Okay, we'll talk to you later. Back to you there, Mike, and you still having that Mai Tai on the side?
Well, I don't know if I got room for it tonight. I had a big dinner. Let's see if Ken is still in here. Ken, are you in the radio room? Can you say hello to Carl up there?
Sure. Hi, Carl. WA6OIB here. Yeah, I'm in the shack here, just fiddling around and listening to you guys and popping in when I need to. So anyway, Carl, got a great signal up here in Clovis. Over.
Roger. What was the name? The call word, call sign? W6OIB.
Yeah, Old Indian Blanket. WA6 Old Indian Blanket. And Ken, Kilo Echo November.
Okay, I'll send you a Mai Tai as well. That way we all can have Mai Tais. Over.
Yeah, it's been a while since I had one of those. Spent a lot of time in Hawaii over the years past, but it's been 3 or 4 years since I've been there. So, anyway, my cousin still lives there. She lives on the Big Island there, on right near the beach there, right on the upslope there, Kona. Yeah. She lives on the upsweep there, just a little east of Kona there, and she's still there.
Oh, Roger. Well, that's good. But anyway, thank you for coming back there, Ken, and also I got the call sign. I'll put it down right on my logbook here. Okay, Mike, Ken, back to that control there, Mike.
7-3. Good evening to you, Carl. W2WRX, K6MYC, still beaming toward the Bay Area. Looking for any last check-ins in the Bay Area, please. K6MYC.
WB6JNP, course hold.
Echo 6, Quebec Romeo, Charlie Mike 88.
QR 177, right?
Roger.
Yeah, I hear you, but you're not real strong. But I'm on the moon bounce array here, so I wanted to make sure I got you. Let me pick up the other local station, and I'll be right with you, Gary, KE6QR. Just stand by a sec. And good evening to you, Dane, 107 WB6JNP. Go ahead.
Okay, nothing new to report. I think that was Carl in the Bay Area, who's actually making it through the mountains into Corsfold, which is kind of nice.
Carl is not in the Bay Area. He's in Modesto. But he's got to put some power on there tonight, so that was good. You say you're hearing Carl in Modesto, W2WRX?
QSL.
Yeah, very good. You might have a hole in the hill there that you're getting Carl through. Carl, are you copying anything from WB6JNP and Course Gold? Carl may have already pulled the switch and gone back to his Mai Tais there, Dane. Anyway, good evening to you, sir. Good to hear you. Thanks for checking in, and I'll continue with the Bay Area here and get the last of the check-ins there who are running a little late. WB6JNP, K6MYC.
Okay, we'll catch you probably tomorrow night on 6. WB6JNP, course hold 107.
We have a new ham neighbor up your way, AJ6. Oh, for God's sake, what? What's it called, Rob? AJ6NPNJ?
AJ6PD.
Tony.
Papa Delta?
Yeah, AJ6PD, Tony.
There you go, AJ6PD, Tony. So maybe you'll hear Tony the next time. He'll be checking in on Wednesday night, Dane, over.
Okay, well, we'll keep him there for him. Anyway, we'll let you go, and like I said, when I heard our guy up in Modesto, I started doing the antenna, but then he disappeared on me, so, I'm presently running sort of southwest.
Oh, yeah, well, he wouldn't be that way. He would be almost due north of you, probably. Or at least at about maybe 300.
Yeah, that's where I was heading to, but then he disappeared. So, anyway, we'll catch you later. WB6JNP.
Okay, very good. 7-3. Happy New Year if we didn't do that earlier. KE6QR. Go ahead. Let me see if I can get a peek on you, Gary, over.
Good evening, Mike, at the Bozo Net. This is Kilo Echo 6 Quebec Romeo, Gary and Vallejo. Lots and lots of rain here. Just a tremendous amount of rain, but so far it's flooding. We spent some time in the RTC Roundup this weekend, made 258 contacts. file. It's corrupted for some reason, so we're we're trying to figure out how to get this thing turned in. Anyway, have a great net, and you're sounding good. KE6QR, Charlie Mike 88.
Okay, thank you, Gary. And okay, on the contest there. Yeah, a little weak tonight from normal, and a little bit of flutter in there, but I got most of it all okay. I did not get on for the contest. I got on just to operate. I was on, I think, Saturday night, if I'm not mistaken, and worked a whole bunch of people, including one jerk that thought we had a president that was a crook. Over.
Oh boy. Well, okay.
Anyway, he was mixing up Maduro in Venezuela with our boy over here. He had him mixed up. He thought Maduro was a fine guy, but not the other one. 73 K6MYC.
Okay, thank you. 73 is KE6QR.
Okay, how about it? Anybody else before I turn towards Oakley, K6MYC? How about you, Mike, KB6 Whiskey Foxtrot Charlie? Don't hear Mike tonight. Okay. How about it, Ken, N6RO, K6MYC?
680, Mike. K6MYC, N6RO, Bozo 835.
We got 835, and we also have 680. Good evening, Mark. Stand by. Let me finish up with Ken up in Oakley here. K6 Mike Tango Sugar 680. And up to you, Ken, N6RO, K6MYC.
The range status.
The guy's been doubling the whole time.
I guess so.
Yeah, meters in the ready contest, which we may have set a new world record. Multi. We had 3,050 QSOs, 61 provinces and sections, 72 DX countries, 405,000 points. So if our log checking is okay, we'll reset the record, which we currently hold anyway from 2 years ago. Back to my own stuff. Had filet mignon and cauliflower. And in broken Hawaiian, Wahoo Mickey Musao.
What is that?
Couldn't quite hear how Carl pronounced it. That's my interpretation.
Of what?
Happy New Year.
Oh, okay. I think Carl's pronunciation was probably correct. He's Hawaiian.
Yeah, I know.
Okay. Anyway, I know one of them. I don't think I'll ever remember that one, though. The Happy New Year is... I got Maka in there. That's Merry or Happy New Year. I got Mele Kaliki Maka. I can do that one, but I don't know why I remember that one. But the other one just doesn't stick. Anyway, okay, I'm finally getting back to your filet mignon.
Yeah, it was, it's my favorite red meat.
Yeah, well, it's hard to beat, isn't it?
Cauliflower is, I haven't had it in a long time, so I just decided to try it. And
I hear the AB6, stand by.
Good menu.
Okay, very good, Ken. I had another AB6 checking in underneath you, so we'll let you go. Phenomenal on the new contest score. I broke your old record, 3,000 or something, 300,000, 3,000 contacts. Holy cow. Oh, my goodness. That's work. Burned up a lot of electrons, didn't you?
Yeah, we had 4 radios and 5 operators doing shifts. Most of the activity, the ops were doing SO2R or 2BSIQ, where you interleave QSOs on 2 different bands, which increases the rate by about 40% over normal SO2R. And this is a great contest to practice that. And one of our new operators, who's already up and coming, had never operated really before, and About an hour in, he was doing 120 an hour. So that's a sharp kid. K6MYC and 6RO. See you on the whatever bands tomorrow.
Bravo X-ray, Lodi.
Okay, gotcha. Thank you, Ken. Okay, and your new kid sounds like a winner there. Sugar X-ray and Lodi. Give me the call again. You're underneath Ken there, and I can't copy it through him. Lodi, go ahead. Kilowatt 6 Mike, Yankee Charlie. Mike here, over.
I believe that's Sean down there in Lodi.
Go ahead, Sean, and Lodi. Go ahead.
Oh, thanks, Mike. You're kind of, I'm low profile. I can't hear you very well, but good evening, Kilo Delta 6, Uniform Bravo X-ray, Lodi. I hope I'm pointed in the right direction. Thanks, Dennis.
Yeah, you're fine. Give me your Bozo number.
233.
Okay, 233. We've got it. And good to hear you. What's the name there in Lodi?
Sean. The name is Sean. Sierra Echo Alpha November, like Sean Connery.
Yeah, Roger, Sean. Yeah, I'm sure I'm not pointed quite right. I'm probably off of you a little bit. This is a very sharp array. It's a moon bounce array for Yagis at 70 feet, but they're quite narrow. But we've got you enough to copy, so we won't worry about it. But very good. And nice to have you in here. I think you've checked in a couple of times through Dennis, but this is the first time we've heard you directly. Well, welcome to us, and maybe we'll see you on Wednesday night, Sean. K6MYC, go ahead.
A little bit of a little dull there, Sean. Nice hearing you down there. It's been a long time, buddy. How you doing? Okay down there? Yeah, Sean, you doing okay? I think he disappeared on us now there, Mike.
No, he's got ear problems because I'm running smoke here.
Yeah, I hear you just fine. You're not pointing this way. Okay. Yeah, it's been a while since I heard Sean down there. Okay, thank you. Sorry, guys, my preamp was acting up. I didn't hear you in the last question. Yeah, just asking, Sean. It's been a while. Everything okie-dokie down there in Lodi?
I think he's got a preamp that's not dropping back to receive there.
Yeah, having some problems. Okay,
yeah,
I'll stand by. Thank you.
On and off. It's working. It looks like it's working, but then it just kind of, you guys drop down. So it's something to do with my system here.
Yeah, okay. Well, you could probably turn the preamp off for as close as we are here, Sean. You shouldn't need a preamp. I'm using a preamp here only because this system is 200 or 300 feet away from the shack, and I need to put the preamp out there. Otherwise, I have too much feed line loss on receive. And of course, moon bounce array, you want to keep all the feed line out of the system as it is anyway. Hi. So I've got a preamp, but normally you wouldn't need one for this local chatter here. Good evening to you, and thanks for checking in. K6MYC, go ahead, Sean. He's got something wrong, he says, in the system locally there, Dennis.
Yeah, his antenna he's running was part of that KLM 13 element that he got from Russ, K6ERF, many years ago, and he's cut part of it off, and he's just using part of the antenna. Plus, it's not very high there, and so it's kind of a not the best thing in the world down there. Over.
Well, he's loud here, so he's working. He's just got receive, which is probably just not going back to receive. The relays are hanging up on him for some reason. But no, I'm copying him fine. He's quite loud here. A little bit of QSB, but way above the noise. And you're doing very well this evening. I'm not even pointed at you yet. So who else do you have, Dennis, over?
Yeah, okay, they're very good there. Yeah, no, you're doing fine. I know you're not pointing this way, but you're still 5'9", no problem at all. because I do know that antenna that you're on is like the whole thing I got is very, very directional. But anyway, pleasant good evening to you and to Rob and the rest of the gang out there, and Sean there in Lodi. He just got to use that radio a little more often and get the dust blowed off the darn thing. Anyway, I did talk to Mr. See who was out there. Oh yeah, I did talk to Kent, KA60SX 160. He wanted to get checked in, and N1 Papa, boy, a mouthful, 336. Anyway, he would like to get checked in as well. I did talk to my buddy Richard 249. He'll check in himself here after a bit. God, what a signal. We get back and forth over there. 15, 20 over S9, and I just looked like just unbelievable condition we have between the two of us over there, Mike. Anyway, good evening to you. Hope you had a nice New Year down there, and thank you much.
Yes, we did, and Happy New Year to you. I think we worked you on 432 on New Year's. But anyway, again, Happy New Year to you, and look forward to many, many more over the coming year and years. 7-3, Dennis, thank you for 160 and 233. 336, I should say.
You bet you. Yeah, no, you do a good signal up here, even off the side of your antenna. You're 5'9". Anyway, I'll get out of the way. We got Bill, KO6KD, if you're listening in, and Darren, good evening both you, and John, if you're listening. Good evening, all three of you gentlemen.
Hey, good evening, Dennis. WB6 ISO, KM6SRR.
SRR, good evening. Hey, did you have a nice, did you get rain down there?
Yeah, getting a little bit of rain. You broke up a little bit. I didn't catch quite all that.
Oh, I was just wondering if you got some rain. If you got some rain, at least you got the darn fog out of there, Rob. Hopefully you're doing fine. Happy New Year to you. Nice signal, 5'9", like normal.
Yep, you're coming in pretty good. Probably a little QSB going on there, but yeah, a little bit of rain. We like more, but that's what we'll have to settle. Anyway, good to hear you there. Thanks for the check-ins. KM6SR, back to net.
You bet you. 73, see ya.
Okay, 7-3, Dennis. Anybody else in this direction? We should have KD6 Whiskey Victor Lima here. How about you, John?
K6NYC, KD6WVL, 1179.
Hey, there you are. By golly, long time no see. You want to go down to 215? I shall catch you there. Thank you much. WB6 ISO, clear, QS White, 215.
Who were you talking to, Dennis?
Say again?
Who are you going down frequency with? Do we have them checked in already?
Yeah, that was Sean in Lodi. Sean in Lodi.
Oh, well, he must have moved his antenna. I didn't hear him at all.
Yeah. Well, he moved the antenna up here. He's 5'9", plus, so very good. Anyway, he got an early check-in. And Bill KO6KD, if you're there, and Darren and whoever else, a very pleasant good evening. WB6 ISO, clear, QS White, 215.
Okay, tell Sean to take the preamp out of the line until he's sure it's going to drop back to receive.
I will do that.
Either that or just don't power it up. I don't know whether it's in the shack or up on the tower somewhere, but don't power it up, that's all.
Yep. All right. I'll check with him and see what was going on there, Mike. Thank you much. Appreciate it. How's Judy? Before I go, how is Judy? Okay?
She's doing fine, yep.
Well, tell her howdy doody for me, and you give her a big hug for me, will you?
We'll do that.
Thank you, buddy. Appreciate it. WB6 ISO, clear. QS White, 215.
Okay, now let's see. Sorry about that, John. Good evening to you. Happy New Year, of course. KD6WVL, Modesto, K6NYC.
K6NYC, KD6WVL, 1179, sounding good.
Yeah, do you ever run across Carl? Carl was in here earlier, W2 WRX. Do you know Carl?
No, I don't. I hear him really well. I heard you say he's in Modesto. I haven't heard him, though. Over.
He was in here earlier. He checked in about 10 minutes ago.
Oh, yeah, I heard him. He had a good signal.
Yeah, okay. He's lived there a long time, so maybe you guys can get together one of these days, climb off frequency, and get acquainted. Anyway, thank you very much for checking in here, John. Good to hear you, and we'll look for you subsequently through the week, of course. KD6WVL, Modesto,
November 6 Kilo Oscar Golf.
N6KOG, good evening. 2 times in a row, I don't believe it. N6KOG on a very low Bozo number. I can't remember what it is. Go ahead.
Big Mike. 6KOG, Bozo 242. Say that very often anymore. Anyway, good signals up this way. Nice to hear everybody. Over.
Yeah, you doubled with me. Give me, is it 242 and refresh my memory on the handle?
Yeah, okay, Mike. Yeah, you got the Bozo number correct. And Tracy handles Steve. Anyway, thanks for letting me in. 7-3 and have a good New Year.
Yeah, okay, very good, Steve. Nice to have you in here, and hopefully we get more check-ins, 1 or 2 more check-ins, and I'll remember the name. We used to work a lot in the old days, particularly I think on 6 meters, but I just couldn't bring the handle up. Very good. Good to hear you. And I'm probably not pointed quite right for you. You're in, where are you?
Tracy.
Tracy. Okay, yeah, I'm not pointed quite at you. I should be bringing the antenna over a little bit more towards Sacramento. Very good. Anyway, good evening to you, and hopefully we'll hear you again. Do you have other bands, Steve, over?
Yeah, I have 432, but only 75 watts. I got rid of the amplifier. Too much inactivity to worry about anything like that nowadays. Anyway, thanks, Mike. 7-3.
Yeah, okay. On 432, it's Thursday night, and we can hear your 75 watts. I mean, I could hear you regardless, because you're almost line of sight to me here, and we have 2 big antennas, 2 big 40 XPs. At 100 feet, so we can hear you. I can switch vertical or horizontal as well, so no matter what you're using for an antenna, we should be able to hear you there. So try a check-in on Wednesday, and then we can coordinate and make sure you can get in on Thursday night. That'll be fun. N6KOG, 7-3 Steve, K6MYC. Did I lose you? Wow. Band is funny tonight. I keep looking. I'm making 1100 watts here. They should be able to hear it. I don't know. So many people telling me I'm weak tonight. I'm fading out on them. Boy, oh boy. Okay, let's see. Anybody else before I go towards Sacramento? K6MYC. KJ6KFB. How about you, Darren? Okay, nothing from Darren. Let me go a little further up here to something like, whoops. Pushed the wrong button here. There we go. That should be close. K6KD, KO6KD, how about it, Bill? K6MYC. Try it again, John. You're off to the side there. KR6MR, go ahead.
That was Darren calling. I'll check in a little bit later, KR6MR.
Oh, that was who calling?
Darren, KJ6KFB. You wrote right over him twice.
I don't know who KJ6KOC is, over.
KJ6KFB, Darren.
Oh, okay. Well, I was pointed at him, but I didn't hear him.
Try again. He's there calling you.
Yeah, well, it's poor conditions, it looks like. I hear you now, Darren. And let me go back in your direction. Go ahead, Darren. Go ahead, Darren. I don't hear Darren. KJ6KFB. KJ6KFB, K6MYC, over.
756.
Oh, there we go. It came up that time. I don't know how I missed you before. 756. Good evening. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. Yeah, you drove right on by and put me in the knoll.
I must have. I was going back and forth, though. I should have gotten out of the knoll, but it must have been a fade or something, or I was too far to the, sometimes when I reach up here, I have to reach a long ways to get the rotator, and sometimes I push the wrong button, and instead of going clockwise, I go counterclockwise. And then all of a sudden, why am I down here at 270? Should be up at 313 to 318, over.
I think you need to get that thing converted so you can just punch in the azimuth and let it rotate to your direction you want. But hey, that's another challenge for another day. Good evening, Mike, and Happy New Year. KJ6 KFB.
It's probably programmed in there, but I can't read the number when I bring it up, over.
Well, that's why you just type in what you want and it'll take it there.
I don't type it in because I can't read it, over.
Well, that's my point is if you punching it in on a keyboard and say 333, it's going to go to 333.
Yeah, I can't see the keyboard there, Darren.
Oh, yeah, life does present challenges.
I push the right buttons, and if I put my face on the screen here, I can read the numbers, but I have to watch it. I can only see one number at a time. I have to know that I'm in the 300 region, because I can't see the 3 if I'm looking for the 2.
Gotcha. Well, time for the extra large size display. Have a good one, Mike. Carry on. KJ6 KFB.
Okay. Yeah, you just have no idea what the limitations is when I'm doing this stuff. And I've got big readouts. These numbers are almost 3/4 of an inch high, but I'm getting dimmer and dimmer, Darren. 7-3. Let me go back and see if Bill is there. Let's see. This should be pretty close to Bill, but Dennis said Bill was in here, but I haven't heard you yet, Bill. K06KD, K6MYC. I don't think Bill's here tonight. He wasn't here this morning either.
759 KR6MR.
I got you, John. KR6MR, K6MYC. Bill isn't here. Have you heard Bill?
He won't be able to check in tonight.
Okay. Is he on another net?
He's got things to do.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, you're visually impaired, but I'm pretty sure that they are coming up much better with voice recognition systems, you know, Siri or Hey Google or Alexa, or Hey Alexa, give me so-and-so degrees, and maybe one of these computer interfaces will turn your antenna for you.
I'm not following you, John. I heard you say something about Google or interfaces. What are you referring to?
Okay, software interfaces usually on your cell phone. You know, Hey Google or Siri, give me this, give me that. You have voice commands that you can give to your cell phones and stuff, and your main computer, and you can probably come up with some interface that would direct your antenna to what you tell it to do.
Okay. I got 9 rotators, so it's that would be fun.
Yeah, bring it up with the guys that take care of your software for you, and ask them if it is possible to have Google Assistant or one of these other AI type interfaces steer your antenna for you. That would be kind of cool.
Well, I'm pretty sure it can be done because Aaron steers my antenna from his phone. But I got to be able to see the phone to do it. Unless I can get the phone to also respond to a verbal command. The verbal commands are sometimes iffy. Over.
That's true, especially if you're upset. But yeah, it is a thought. It'd be kind of cool if you could sit there and go, steer antenna so and so, and it'll come back to your antenna is at this location.
Yeah. Well, see, I used Siri today, and I said, please call Joe and Carla Bocek. And she came back and she says, calling Kerry James.
Yeah, I know. There are issues with these programs, but I remember when they were first testing Siri on the cell phones. It was a fun program.
Yeah, I can live with the more frustration.
Well, Siri came out of the labs of SRI International, and we found a lot of bugs. We had her look for prostitutes and whorehouses and all kinds of stuff, and had her going in circles.
I bet you did, yeah. You can get them. She does pretty good, though. She takes phone numbers, if I can remember the phone number, or say it. She can dial that right. Most of the time she does okay, but every now and today the phone was really screwed up. I called my cousin. I said, please call Barbie Bocek Mobile. And Barbie answered the phone. She says, hi, Mick. And then there's another lady in the background saying it sounded like Barbie because it was an AI version of Barbie. And she's saying, please hang up and dial again, or something. She was giving another message to us, and we don't know why. We tried it 3 times, and the last time I called her, she says, you got such a big echo on you, I can't hear you. So I said, well, then you call me, and she called me, and everything worked fine on the 4th try. Over.
Yeah, okay. Well, anyway, yeah, it's a thought. I mean, in Star Trek they can do it, so why can't we? Just a thought. Like I said, it would be interesting and nice to see it happen.
Yeah. The problem I have right now on the shortfall is this rotator box is not tied into the computer. Because normally the computer's tied into, on this band is tied into the control box that's in the barn, and that's the one that's not working. But this one is not connected. I have 7 control boxes, and it would be a little bit of a nightmare to have 7 cables running to the computer, each one telling the which one am I hooked to. Over.
You need a telephone operator. Operator, give me so-and-so. But, well, something to think about. Anyway, I'll let you go, and have a good evening. I'm getting a little chilly up here. K6MYC in the group, KR6MR. Have a good evening.
Okay. It's easier for me to think about antennas. I'm always in the process of designing new antennas mentally. So that's my challenge. Over. 7-3. Good evening, John. We'll see you tomorrow on 6 meters. KR6MR, go get warm. K6MYC. Okay, anybody else? Let's see. Reading. How about Reading? Have I got the direction right for Reading? Reading, Charlie November 80. KD6 Sugar Whiskey, K6MYC.
Okay, here we are, live and direct. This is KD6 Shortwave in Reading, number 145. Good evening.
Yeah, 145's pounding in. You're actually strong as Meadow Vista there. Good evening. My gosh, Rich, great signal. Over.
Yeah, I was just watching the signal going up and down. You got up there nice and strong, and you've been hanging in there pretty good. I heard you on 6 meters the other night, but it was only for a few words, and then you were gone. So, oh well.
Probably a meteor burst. That would be typical. we're far enough apart to get short skip on the meteors. Anyway, good evening and Happy New Year, my friend. Over.
Well, good Happy New Year right back at you there. It's been pouring down on and off heavy rain here this afternoon, and I mean heavy rain. Couldn't even hardly see across the road here. So if you need any of that, come up here and get some.
Yeah, we got about 4 inches of rain here. The raindrops are about 4 inches apart. Over.
Well, yeah, well, it's slowly filling up Shasta Lake. They've been letting out as much as they can. They don't like to let it fill up too quick. But I think in one day it came up almost 2 feet, so that's a good sign.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. As long as it doesn't go over the top, you're fine. Let's see if Jerry's in there. KO6HS, KO6 Hot Sugar, K6MYC.
KO6HS 230, Mike 230, we're out here, and taking them to the fade, but looks like from that tower for us.
Okay, 230 at readability 3 and strength 0. 3 by 0, you're 230. Readability 3 and strength 0 at that one. But it'll be coming back soon, hopefully. Good evening, Jerry. Happy New Year. Happy New Year. Hopefully you can copy me there. Over.
Roger. Yep, we're copying you just barely over the noise. Took a big fade, but we got you there. Happy New Year.
Oh boy, the band is fading. It's fading up and down and in and out there. Anyway, we've got you. Good to hear you, and hopefully we'll have many more contacts in the coming months, Jerry, in the year 2026. 7373, KO6HS, K6MYC. Bye-bye for now. 73, and back up to you, Rich, if there's any copy. KD6SW, 73 also. K6MYC. Bye-bye. Try to stay dry. Bye-bye now. Anybody else before I go to Nevada? Nothing heard. Here we go. Okay, KD6BQ, KD6BQ, K6MYC, over.
Good evening, Mike, K6MYC, KD6BQ, number 249, over.
Yeah, big signal, for the moment anyway. We're liable to see it go every other which way. Do you know if Eric's there tonight?
I do not, but I should have checked. We should give him a call. You got a good strong signal right now, over.
Okay, N7 Victor Alpha Zulu, N7VAZ. How about it, Eric? K6MYC Bozo Net.
N7VAZ, Bozo 1193, over.
QSL 1193. It's Q5, a little fluttery, but not bad. And Happy New Year to you up there in Reno, Eric. Over.
Over to you, Eric. You said Happy New Year.
To you, Mike. You're right on the edge. Good to hear your voice here. 73 VAZ.
Yeah, well, he's Q5 here. You're Q5 here, Eric. Good signal, not real strong, but Q5. 73. Thank you for being there, and Happy New Year. N7 Victor Alpha Zulu, K6MYC. 73.
73, Eric.
Yeah, he needs some new ears there. Must have Reno noise or something, Richard. Anyway, good evening. Let me see if Daniel's there. KE7, I should say. KE7UQL, K6MYC. How about got Larry on 7 Whiskey Tango, over. KE7UQL, KE7UQL, K6MYC, over. Well, he must be having some heavy rain up there. That keeps him from putting up the antennas on these bands. Okay, Richard, it's up and down as you can see. And Happy New Year to you. KD6BQ, let's see if Rob is copying. Rob or Ken, if you're in the shack there, say hello to Richard up there. KM6SRR, go ahead.
Thank you, Mike. Yeah, I was hearing Richard pretty good there. How you doing, Richard? KD6BQ, KM6SRR here.
Yeah, good evening, Rob, KM6SR, KD6BQ. You got a good signal up here, not quite as strong as Mike, but good, easy copy. And Happy New Year to you. And I don't know if Eric's hearing you or not. I think he's got a little more noise up in his area, over.
Okay, yeah, you're booming in here. S7, I don't normally get you that strong, so good weather tonight. Yeah, I don't know if Eric can hear me or not. I wasn't hearing him. I tried to get him, but I couldn't find him.
Do you copy Rob at all there, Eric, over?
No copy on Rob, over.
No copy on you, Rob.
If you're Rob, he's not hearing you at this time, but yeah, you're pretty loud here, over.
Okay, yeah, I pointed more to where I think Eric normally is now, but I'm not sure if he's hearing me or not. N7VAZ, KM6SRR.
Over to you, Eric. Rob is called.
Same heading as Richard.
I've got no copy on Rob. Unfortunately, I can't hear him at all. Over.
Okay, how about now, Rob? He's come way up.
Okay, yeah, Richard's all over. Get him anywhere, but I think this is where I'm supposed to get Eric. N7VAZ, N7VAZ. This is Kilo Mike 6, Sierra Romeo, DMO 7. Over.
Over, Eric. He's not even hearing me.
Yeah, negative copy there. I don't think Eric's hearing you guys tonight.
Ask Eric if he's got, if he lives in a very urban neighborhood, as he must have noise, because he's not hearing well at all. Over.
Yeah, roger that. Well, he does live in town there, so there's a lot more noise than there is out here. I'm lucky to be pointing straight out across the lake, so I don't have a lot of houses or anything else in that direction.
Okay. Yeah, that's too bad, because he's very Q5 here. On the last one, he was very strong. Had probably 10 to 15 dB of signal-to-noise margin, and he didn't respond to me either then that time. Over.
Well, roger that. I'll let him know that you were hearing him Q5 down there, so he was at least, 10 plus dB over the noise at your location, so too bad that he wasn't hearing you. Over.
Yeah, he must have a blanker. I wonder, maybe does a blanker not work or something?
I don't know. We'll have to check and look into it there, but I think he's got a higher noise level than I do. But you're up on a peak there right now.
Okay, well, it's a shame he's not doing better, because, of course, it takes the steam out of his sails to try and work other people when you can't hear anything.
Yeah, well, he's got another ridge of mountains between him and I, so therefore another extra one between you and him. Over.
Yeah, but I'm hearing him, and I'm running a hell of a lot more power than he is. Over.
Yeah, you're on the moon bounce array. Maybe it's real narrow. I think he is a little bit, well, he's north of me, but I think he's also west of me as well.
Yeah, but it's so close that at this distance I can't tell the difference. I get you both plus or minus 5 degrees. That's about the beam width, plus or minus 5. Over.
Yeah, that's pretty tight, but you're pretty strong there tonight. There's been some QSB, but you've always been over S5.
Yeah, well, this is the moon bounce array, and I'm pointing absolutely due north, plus or minus a couple of degrees. Over.
definitely working up here. Well, I suspect Daniel has not put his antennas up because we have been getting rain here off and on all day. I've got, about a quarter inch today or this evening, and it's been over the weekend here. I've gotten about 3/4 of an inch of rain, so that may be why Daniel's not on tonight. Over.
Yeah, okay. I've got about the same, only since the first of the year, 2 inches, so that's not much rain. It's been raining continuously, but no volume, only 2 inches in 4 days. Over.
Yeah, that's been similar here. I haven't got large amounts, but just pretty constant. But what surprises me the most is like it's 36 degrees outside, and we still haven't seen snow. And the other day it was raining, and it was 34 degrees outside, so must be warm up in the upper atmosphere. Over.
Must be. Yeah, must be. Okay, Richard, very good. Well, thanks much. Always good to hear you. Happy New Year, of course. Thank you for always being there on a regular basis. Really good to have you as a standby and the most consistent checker-inner up there. We got to get Larry and his antenna sorted out there. He's always got a good signal here. But when he's all jumbled up like he is, he doesn't have any incentive to get on there. And he doesn't hear well either. You hear much better than he does, so he must have noise also. Anyway, 7-3, Happy New Year, and we'll see you tomorrow on 6 meters. KD6BQ and the group, K6MYC.
Yeah, very good, Mike. We'll look for you on 6 tomorrow night. And you guys, you have a good evening there. What's left of it, I guess you're going to go around and catch the guys down in the Bay Area you got missed. But anyway, things are going well up here, and we're happy to get a little rain. You can send as much as you want over this way. We can always use it. Anyway, 73 and Happy New Year. K6MYC and KM6SR, KD6BQ. Good evening.
Thank you, Richard. 7-3, good evening. KD6BQ, K6MYC going to the Bay Area and then down to Porterville.
Hey, 73, Richard, and Happy New Year to you, KM6SR.
If you're still around, Eric, you want to go up 5?
Okay, there we are into the Bay Area. KD6 Whiskey KB6 Whiskey Foxtrot Charlie. I wonder if you're around there, Mike. Sometimes you're later. KB6 Whiskey Foxtrot Charlie, or anybody else in the Bay Area. K6MYC calling and listening.
WB6W9, when you go, night you go. You're not seeing the other station.
Yeah, not real strong tonight, Gary, but I think it's mostly this antenna. It's lower, and it must have a different knife edge into the Bay Area than the tall one. I'm still on the moon bounce array. WB6WNI 1090 K6MYC.
It makes a slight difference, Mike. You're about 3 units lower, but you're still, as you were saying, still solid copy. So, yes, you have plenty of rain today, and finally stop. I know you probably want to get done with the net. I will, once again, try for 6 meters tomorrow. Back to you.
Okay, well, I swung back and forth on you, but I didn't get much more. I got maybe a half an S unit more signal on you, so I wasn't very far away, but pretty poor band conditions tonight toward you there. Okay, well, we'll look for you tomorrow on 6 meters, and hopefully I have the rotator going on the 6 meter antenna, so I'll be able to go anywhere I want to, point anywhere now. We got that fixed, so that's one thing. See you tomorrow on 6, and Happy New Year, Gary. WB6WNI, K6MYC.
Happy New Year to you, Mike, and moving the antenna went up a piece, KD2. So made a difference. Anyway, 73.
Okay, 7-3, Gary. Good night for now. And down to Porterville, Rob.
Okay, heading that way. KE6BK, Eddie, you on tonight for the 2-meter Bozo Net? KE6BK, this is KM6SRR with K6MYC, standing by.
KE6BK, K6MYC Bozo Net, Eddie. Mark's in here. I don't know if you want to say hello to Mark. He was in here earlier. I don't know if he's still here. Rob K6MTS is here.
Yeah, I heard you talking to him earlier. We didn't get back to him, so I don't know if he's around.
Looks like he didn't stick around. KB6RQU, N6SWR, W6PYP, KE6BK, K6MYC, calling and listening. What are we going to do with Rick down there?
I don't know. I guess I have to pay him a visit and fix his 6-meter antenna, and maybe he'll get on the air.
Yeah. Well, he isn't getting on 2 either.
Well, if I fix his 6, then he'd be obligated to do what we want,
Okay. Now, I wouldn't worry about it. You've got too much to do with your solar system.
Yeah, and other things too. So I don't do good climbing anymore.
And I haven't heard Ben now for a week. I don't know what happened to Ben. He was good one day, and he came in, and I think the last time we heard him, I think he was on FM, but we're not sure who it was. We thought it was Ben, but I've never heard him since. Over.
Yeah, I don't know. If I get a hold of him tomorrow night on the Aries Net, I'll ask him what's going on.
Yeah, tell him if he knows how to get it back to sideband. That would be helpful.
Yeah, it could be other problems too. So, and sometimes I hear Rick on the Aries Net there too. So I'll see what he's doing.
Okay. I can't see this 9700 well enough anymore to figure out how to change modes. How do I get the modes up on the screen?
When you mean modes, you mean if it's FM or AM or something like that?
FM or sideband, yeah.
Well, along the bottom there's some buttons there, and the first one's menu. Well, let's see, there's 2 sets of buttons. There's some function buttons, I think, right below the screen, and then a little bit further down, kind of the middle row, there starts out with menu, then there's an SSB button, a CWRTTY button, and an AM and FM button.
Blue box in the upper left. Blue box in the upper left is how you change the mode. K6US.
How do you get the blue box lit?
Well, it's already on the screen, Mike. You just might not be able to see it.
Oh, okay. Do you push that?
Yeah, it's if you could read it, it says USB for upper sideband, and when you tap on that, it'll bring up the mode selector.
Oh, okay. I'll try that tomorrow.
Sorry, Mike, I was reading the stuff off the 9100. Yeah, I had to turn on the 9700, and the USB button's how I do it.
Wasn't there a button that, well, it seems like I was able to touch, I don't know. I've forgotten now. I thought it was on the screen somewhere, not way up top, but maybe it is. All right, never mind. Sometimes you want to get it into the FM mode just so you can read your power without having to whistle it up, and I haven't been able to get it into FM lately. All right, good evening, Aaron. Good to hear you. Thanks for the help with the net, of course. And gee, it seemed like there was a question that you probably heard KR6MR's comment about trying to get me so I can audio or do with a phone and get the antenna to go to a certain direction from my phone, but I think that would be nightmarish, huh?
Yeah, it'd probably be easier for you just to tell me where to point it. You know, we already have control over the rotors.
Yeah, except this one you don't have control over.
That is correct.
I don't know if I don't have the 6-meter one plugged in. You tell me on tomorrow night if you don't see that rotator. That means that Frank forgot to plug in the USB port or whatever it is, that 9-pin DB9.
Okay. Yeah. Let me check. Yeah. So it's connected on the computer side, but then yeah, the DB9 is probably not connected to the back of the rotor. But we can. Well, I can find out real quick if it's connected or not. Give me a sec.
Yeah, it's on the. This is on the FTDX 101 now. That's a 6-meter rotator.
Yeah, we have a separate application for each of the rotors, so it's really easy for me to tell which one. And right now it's pointed at 76 degrees, so it looks like I'm getting a reading.
Yeah, that's it. So apparently he did plug it in. Okay, well that's good. So we're all set up for tomorrow night on 6, and probably okay on 222 because I'll be back on the normal rotator. The one that says, what does it say here? 2 something. 286, I think.
286.
286, yeah, that's it. That'll be the one I'll be using tomorrow night.
Yeah, the nice thing is we have all 3, the rotors that we use for the net as separate apps, and they're all labeled, and I can just, depending on the night of the week, I just bring up the correct one.
Yep. Well, over the next 4 to 6 months, I hope to be making some changes here, which will simplify things. I'd like to get all the VHF where I have now, where I have a mast out here. I have a 54-foot mast right outside the door, and I'm going to take that down and try and find either that or move one of my 589s and put a 90-footer in that location. And with a mast, I'll be up pretty high, and I think it'll be very, very small compromise, if anything. In some direction, it'll even be better for all the VHF frequencies. So that's the plan. I put everything up there from 6 through, well, I don't need 6 there, but I could certainly put 2, 222, 432, and 1296 up there with these and have room to spare. And it'll be short feed lines on all over.
Roger. Yeah, and then you won't have to deal with it being hot or cold out in the barn.
Well, that's true. That's not the main reason. The main reason is just to get it all in one place and simplify the system, so you're only dealing with essentially 1 rotor or 2 rotor mixes.
Yeah, Roger. Yeah, well, no problem there. So we'll catch you tomorrow night on 220. I get to go to work tomorrow. So we'll see you guys on 220 K6US.
Okay. Good night, Aaron. Thank you again. And good night to you, Rob, K6US, KM6SRR, and anybody else listening. This is K6MYC, Bozo 47 in Delta Mike 07, closing the 2-meter Bozo Net, and on January 4, 2026, K6MYC. Good night, all.
Good night, everyone. WA60IB in the background.
Oh, good night, Ken. I called in a couple of times, but I guess you were in the background.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I missed it probably. I was making a bunch of noise over here. Yeah. But anyway, I'm just listening. Anyway, everybody have a good night. Everybody have a good night there. WA60IB. No Clovis.
Yeah, we only had one. I don't think you've done very well with Eric up there in Reno. But we had Richard in here on sideband, on course, from Wassaw Valley, Nevada. He was good. But I guess I forgot to call you in by that time. I'd lost track of you. Anyway, 7-3. Good night to all, and we'll see you tomorrow. Okay, 6MYC closing. How many, what's your count, Rob?
Yeah, Mike, I was going to ask you about that. And sorry about giving the wrong information there. I didn't even think about 9700. I got it sitting right above the 91, and I was just reading you the buttons off the 9100. Anyway, I've got 41, but I've included Bill, KO6KD. Did John say he was in there?
No, he said for some reason he wouldn't be in here tonight, and he didn't give the reason. He gave a kind of a clandestine answer, which doesn't mean, it either means one of two things. Bill's pissed off at me for arguing with him about rain static and droplets having a charge. Ken, when you get rain static, where you get raindrops and they hit your antennas, you're tick, 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 tick as the rain's coming in. You hear that, don't you?
Oh goodness, yes, yeah. It's even worse when you're flying.
Oh yeah. Well, I argued with Bill. Not argued. I said, he doesn't think there's such a thing as static charge in the raindrops. He thinks it's just static. And I said, no, it's definitely related to the raindrops. I mean, you can basically stand outside and you can hear on the radio tick, tick, tick as the rain just starts, and then as it gets up to a real shower, it's almost continuous, and then as the rain starts to slow up, it goes away again. And what he says, he hears the same thing, but all of a sudden it pops and then it stops altogether. Well, that's like, I thought maybe he's got rain static in a gutter or something, where he's picking up a physical charge on a gutter or a telephone pole, ground wire or something, and it's arcing, and then all of a sudden it just stops. His ticking stops instantly, from a rush to nothing instantly on a pop, and that's different.
Yeah. Well, it's well known. It's called PSTAT, and I don't know what his phenomena is, but we get it around here from time to time.
Yeah, I had it the other day here on 40 meters in the morning when I was trying to talk to the guys. And I said, no, it's coming and going. And no, that's just static. That's just static. That's not from the raindrops hitting your antenna. You can't see the raindrops hitting your antenna and hearing noise. Yes, I can. I can't see the raindrops at 100 feet where the antenna is, but I can sure tell that the ticks are matching up with the rate that I'm seeing it hit the ground here. Over.
Yeah, for sure. Oh well, he'll get over it.
Oh, he got really pushed out of shape about it. So I was afraid that maybe he's so mad at me he won't check into the nets now. He hasn't checked in on HF for 2 or 3 days, and he didn't check in tonight, which is rare.
Yeah, right. Well, he'll get over it. Okay. Well, I'm going to go on inside then, and I'm done with what I was doing out here. WA60IB. Good night, all.
Yeah, good night, Ken. 7-3, and we'll talk to you tomorrow on 222. K6MYC. What's your count, Rob? Did you say 41? 40.
I've got 40. And good night, Ken. WA60IB, KM6SR, 73.
Okay, if that's more than what I have, I won't have Judy do anything except give you a thumbs up. Over.
Okay, that's fine. Yeah, I got rid of, I took Bill out of it, so they brought me back to 40.
Well, again, that looks right. I've got 4 columns here with about 10 in each one, so it looks close. 7-3.
Okay, Mike, K6MYC, KM6SR, 73. And I hope it's not too late to call Jim. I know he likes to go to bed early.